Let's finish up with Kestrel B, just because I think it looks like an interesting ship. The 4 basic lasers caught my eye. Hackboarding is absolutely horrible, which is why no enemies have both hacking and teleporter. Oh well, that was an interesting one. So this is another ship that has no sensors. No, we're just in an ion cloud. Okay. Jumped the gun on that diagnosis. So this is interesting. I think we need our shield up, and then I think we want 3 lasers going. Certainly seems like it. Although, I was going to say, even we apparently can take damage on the first fight in early on. But yeah, this ship seems to have a very strong early game. I mean, that was absolutely devastating, Mike. The idea of running away makes a lot of sense to me, but holy smokes. No thank you on the surrender. We're going to need a little more time, so I'll do that. They are charging after all. Okay. So Mike, I believe that I'm playing with the mod that changes the default locations of people. So I'm curious what your rationale for putting the Zoltan in engine room rather than in shields. Because my gut would say Zoltan here and this would be the better configuration. And maybe that's because that mod is not functioning properly or I've done something wrong, but logically, that configuration makes sense. Yeah, this ship seems bonkers strong. Basic lasers are already pretty decent, and having 4 of them is absurd. For deionizing shields or weapons. Okay, that makes sense. This is going to get me using... This is going to get me using the number keys for sure. We got a fire in there too. All right, nice. Yeah, this ship is stupid strong early game, it seems. Let's grab these 2 on the way past the quest beacon. 1, 2, yeah. More intruders on board. Oh, it's only intruders on board? Okay, let's just... Wait, why are our doors unpowered? Is that a thing that can happen in an ion storm? Do they win this fight or do we win this fight? I worry that they win this fight. Oh, our doors are active now. What the heck? For some reason, the initial pause there... Get off there. Alright, thank you. Yeah, just doors being disabled at first was very strange. Oh, oxygen's off. Let's turn oxygen on. Only for a frame? Okay. It truly created panic for me when I thought that there was an event that disabled your doors. Yeah, we'll attack the automated ship. Oops. I just missed a frame. Hopefully that doesn't come back to haunt us. And then shields will be good. Oh, it's so good. I want 4 basic lasers on all the ships. How did I manage to get those out of sync? Yeah, somehow I did. Shield charge booster. Boost the shield's recharging speed by 15%. That seems pretty exceptional. We will intervene to defend the outpost. Fear my basic lasers. Actually, that's just ridiculous. That makes more sense. Switch 4 back to here. No point in not hitting weapons, just in case that was the only one to hit. All right, we're getting hooked up here for sure. I wanted to see if we could get a store first MRA, because I mean we're only halfway through Sector 1, and we're rolling like a massive bankroll. Like if we could pick up like cloaking, that could be. What are we sitting at for stuff that we can sell? We're not quite at cloaking levels, but I mean hacking. Similar story. I think a system early over shields too could be good. I'm actually kind of wondering. I wish there's a way to loop back to this store. Oh, this store is a dead end. It would kill us. That's a thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Yep, no store for us. Just kidding. That may mean that I take shields, but here I think we're safe too. One merchant seems to mass broadcast a request for a mercenary ship. Yes, we will. We will accept. Thank you for the drone parts. There's no... I don't think there's any way. So if we beelined it there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think all we get for that reward is a shop, so I don't think we bother. I think we're better off doing it this way. Now, that's the same laser we have, which means that's the single shot laser. So we'll probably do that. Bad drone RNG could definitely cause some issues. That was not completely catastrophic, but annoying. On the ship, there feels like there's no point in doing that. I need to figure out which are my front weapons and which are my back weapons in terms of order, because right now I'm not doing a good job anticipating which blasts are going to hit first. It's not mattering because we're strong, but if we were a little less strong, it would prove very problematic. This is the kind of ship that I like. Extremely straightforward. We can just pummel weapons until they're offline and then swap to shields to speed up the kill. This is an act of sheer hubris, but I think we're good. Fire beam. This is starting to feel like an easy run. $20 seconds. So it would line up with a second shot. That could be kind of fun to play with. Like, we just swap one of those, we grab... 1 pip of weapons is pretty expensive, though. We really don't need it right now, but I am going to hang on to the fire beam for a second. 1, 2... 1, 2, 3. Yep. Okay. Surrender your goods. All right. I'm gonna get the flak is spooky to me. We need to get that sorted. Does flak beat us? I think it fires at the same time as us, maybe? Yeah. Okay. Not catastrophic. We are sitting on a mountain of cash. It would be irresponsible not to get shields too at this point. I'm gonna save the reactor pips though, because I'm still jonesing for a store. Distress beacon of a nearby moon. FTL, single life form moon. Find a colony. Okay, so if we find a colony, we're good. So we go down to the surface to investigate. It seems like it's all safe. Unless we find a man living alone. Okay. So I think we go down to the surface to investigate. We find the colony, which is safe. We'll invite him to join our crew. We get Charlie, who is a fighting Engie. We'll man doors for the time being. This is it's worth buying the fuel here. And then I guess we'll buy one reactor pip just because, yeah, this looks pretty good. And then a civilian sector. Now we need to rebuild our bankroll. We will fight here. We'll see what their drones are. Okay, they're all defensive, so... Wait, does this mean this is a training fight for us? I think it is. Because I don't think they're going to run. So yeah, we can train piloting and shields. What would be the strat on a crew kill here, MRA? I'm curious. And actually, this is a good time to pivot if we want to pivot also. Our weapons guy is almost fully sorted. Our Zoltan and shields might not be the most flexible option. Yeah, I like this. I like this for training. Yes, no, I am aware, Mike. There's certain things that I'm sure having the Zoltan outside of shields benefits you greatly, or benefits you in very, minor ways. I recognize that for me, I like having Zoltan and shields because it means if we get a second Zoltan, I have the ability to force power to shields with the Zoltan, which has its uses. And so I like defaulting to that, and I always have power and shields, so I feel like it's reasonably safe and they generally don't go far afield. But especially in this one, the other thing that I will say is a consideration that I had was if you put your Zoltan in engineering, or engines that is, they have to travel through weapons or shields to go anywhere, which is going to end up depowering things, which is really annoying. I figured at least this way I can walk them out into medbay to power medbay, or move them around the ship without messing with my shields or my weapons. But that was the thinking behind that. Actually, I probably should have done this a long time ago, but I kind of want Charlie to be our engines person. I prefer having our Mantis able to move around. You can float reactor to avoid that issue. Oh yeah, so you're saying keep an extra reactor on hand? Everybody's doing so well except for Charlie. I don't know if I want to wait for Charlie to be fully done. Right, yeah, so if you need to move them, you can depower something else, have the extra reactor, and then it won't be a problem. It's the kind of thing for me as a beginner that I would definitely mess up. I wouldn't be thinking about it. I'd be like, all of a sudden, why is my glaive beam offline? Why are my shields down? Type of thing. I know myself just a little too well. I have to look around your channel more, Mike. Do you have any long form content where you just like post like one of your incredibly serious, hyper focused, 6-hour long runs type of thing? Or maybe 40-hour long runs type of thing. Charlie's doing pretty well here. We've got our shields good. We've got our piloting good. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and sometime when I have all the endless free time, I'll have to scope them out. I've watched a lot of your kind of guide things, and you know, some of the timings still go over my head. I haven't been able to figure out exactly how to time things against shield pips or animation events, but there is so much math to FTL. Yeah, the enemy ship website is amazing. That is a really cool thing too. The flashcards. There isn't clearly an endless amount in this game, and I love it. I've been super enjoying it. I need to get cheat engine so it fast forward faster, but other than that, there we go. All right, cool. So we're fully trained. There's probably no reason not to leave it on fast forward. I'm only pausing because I like the symmetry of all of them hitting at the same time. There we go. Beautiful. Tons of money. Fully trained now. I think given the structure here, I'm going to head up that way and then come down a bit. Weapons hot. All right. All right, this one's not to be trifled with. We may take a missile. We'll move the oxygen into engines just to try to maximize our dodge chance. But sometimes best laid plans, right? Oops. They're now ill-timed. I'm gonna have to go run away and cry. No, thank you. How did that stay online? Wow, that was sloppy and not punished for it, too. That missile launcher definitely should have not gotten the second shot off. I'm getting a little lazy. This is incredible in terms of its revealing capacity. Since we're looking for a shop, 2 fuel for 1 drone part. No thanks. Okay, so I'm banking on this store not being terrible. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think I'm confident enough that we'll go for the full 6 here before. Okay, they do have a combat drone. At 2 shields, if we take out the combat drone, I think then we're safe. So until we do, let's get some dodges in. There we go. Well, now that we're safe, let's do that. The drone will come back online, but hopefully by then we have shields down. Shooting the drone that is parked in front of our laser beam is this should be the kill. Charlie can get healed now. So one other thing that I'm curious about, Mike. In a situation like we have now, or in fact, anyone who's watching who is a pro, in a situation like we have now where we have the ability to go to a ton of nodes before the shop, my inclination is always to do that. But we are putting ourselves in a position where the shop could be a dud and we could just, go in with 300 scrap or something like that. I'm curious what you think the balance is there. I think we have enough fuel now. So cheap, though. This is like enough fuel for the rest of the run. It is better to guarantee that you see more shops. So you would short circuit this a little bit. 32 fuel seems excessive, especially since we're going up to a shop. Yep. That makes a lot of sense. Let's see. With your weapons, I want to see if 3 and 4 both hit weapons. My theory right now, unfortunate. My theory right now is that these two are the front two and these two are the back two. I could check that with the fire beam that we have sitting in our inventory, and I probably should. Yeah. The 2 weapons ones came in second. So that means 1 and 2 are going to hit first, and then 3 and 4 will hit second. So I'll do this so we get a little more damage on shields, since... And I'm also going to start having this person try and fight their way out on the off chance that this room gets lit on fire. I didn't want them stuck in there if a fire broke out because of the hacking. Are we going to make it out before it happens? Yes. So if we go to the distress beacon first, we're seeing if either of these are shops, which I think is useful. Vincent didn't get a heal, but that's okay. We'll hail them. This could be a run where we rock some missiles. But 3 missiles for 3 drone parts I think is still a good deal. Not shop, not shop. Okay, so at this point, I don't think we're getting a second shop. So I'm going to go here. And we're going to bank on this shop being good. Missile launcher's a little annoying. We will take a hit here. Wow, I really didn't expect that to be... as disappointing as it was. I think we'll get some shots in on weapons. All right. No thanks. I think the thing I'm going to be saddest about is the moment when we replace one of our basic lasers and our cycle no longer perfectly lines up. Well, here's a dud of a shop. Oh, let's see. Well, I guess we're probably going for the next level of shields. S-bomb is really good, though. We could also grab a drone control. Final set, drone control, hacking, cloaking. Gives us some options, certainly. Also, we need... if we have a rock, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. That would give us the 5, which I think is one of the achievements. Is it 5? 6. Okay, so we might need a slug or a lanius. So drone control is tempting. We have a decent sized crew for a crew teleport if we wanted to go that way. And then S-bomb is interesting. I think S-bomb holds us over until we can get hacking. Because for most of these encounters, I think we can go single like so and be just fine. All right, and then we'll hold off for a second, I guess. Unless we want to get drone control. Let's sell some of the stuff that we know we're not going to use. I think we can afford to get drone control and still have a lot left available. So I'm going to go for that. Should have healed up at the store. All right, ion. We could defense drone here. I probably should have defense droned. I mean, we can still do it. Let's do it. Saves us hull damage. I think it's probably worth it. I was gonna say, we were just short of being able to get that. Probably should have used the S-bomb. I wasn't thinking about it. One missile to avoid that fire would have been totally worth it. How did that get back online? All right, we took a ton of damage there. Completely needlessly. Oh, our O2 is off. I was like, any day now, O2, you can, Okay. Off we go. So we'd love to grab a purple zone for options. Uncharted Nebula. I think we can get slugs here, but I think it's lower chance because it's not a slug nebula. But let's do it, because I'm gonna try and get the achievement.